Welcome to Stories About Wildlife. This video will feature 100 amazing facts about kangaroos. Grab your joy pouch and let's hop into the incredible world of Australia's iconic marsupials. First fact, a classic. Kangaroos are marsupials, meaning females carry and nurse their babies in a pouch. The red kangaroo, Macropus rufus, is the largest marsupial in the world. Since male kangaroos can't use phones, they are called boomers, or bucks, and females are called does or flyers. Baby kangaroos are called joeys. At birth, a joey is about the size of a jelly bean. A newborn joey crawls unassisted into his mother's pouch and latches onto a teat to feed himself. Joeys remain in the pouch for about 9 months, like us, before gradually exploring the outside world. Adult kangaroos can reach up to 6 feet or 1.8 meters tall when standing upright. Their powerful hind legs allow them to leap up to 30 feet or 9 meters in a single bound. While hopping, a kangaroo's tails act as a balance, and a third leg when sitting. Did you know that kangaroos cannot walk backwards? Their large tail and powerful hind legs make it impossible. Imagine being so built for forward motion that moonwalking is out of the question. No popular pop star career for you. And that was fact number 10. Let's go on. A kangaroo's top speed is around 35 miles per hour, or 56 kilometers per hour. Hopping is extremely energy efficient. As the kangaroo gains speed, it uses less energy per hop. Kangaroos have a unique tendinous spring mechanism in their legs that recycles energy. The genus name Macropus literally means large foot. Kangaroos' forelimbs are much smaller than their hind legs and are used primarily for grooming and feeding. There are 4 main species of kangaroos: red, eastern grey, western grey, and antilopine. The eastern grey kangaroo, Macropus giganteus, is the most abundant and commonly seen species. Wallaroos are intermediate in size between kangaroos and wallabies. Wallabies are distinct from kangaroos, typically smaller and found in different habitats. Kangaroos are herbivores, grazing mainly on grasses and shrubs. Their 4-chambered stomach ferments tough grasses, similar to cows. Kangaroos produce 2 types of droppings: pellets for water conservation and looser feces when seasonal moisture is high. So, whenever there's a drought, kangaroos can conserve water by producing very dry fecal pellets. Kangaroos have opportunistic breeding. Females can delay the development of an embryo until environmental conditions improve, and this is called embryonic diapause. Okay, stay with me. Next fact is number 25. A female can have 3 offsprings at different developmental stages: a joey in her pouch, a young one at foot, and an embryo in diapause. Female kangaroos have 2 lateral vaginas for sperm transport and a central birth canal. Kangaroo milk changes composition dramatically as the joey matures, shifting from high-fat liquid gold to more watery milk. Joey first leave the pouch at around 8 to 9 months old, but will continue nursing until around 18 months. Kangaroos live in social groups called mobs, troops, or courts. A mob can range from just a few individuals to over 100 in areas with abundant resources. Quick pause. Could you juggle 3 kids at different ages if they all lived in your pocket? Within a mob, there is a dominant male boomer who has priority access to females. Kangaroos also communicate using a range of signals: thumping hind legs, hissing, growling, and grunts. A boxing match between 2 males involves them standing upright, using forearms to push, and kicking with strong hind legs. Males also engage in neck wrestling to establish dominance. Kangaroos can swim when necessary, using their powerful hind legs to paddle and propel themselves across rivers. When resting, kangaroos often sit in a tripod position, using tail and forelimbs for support. Kangaroos are primarily crepuscular, meaning they are most active at dawn and at dusk. In extremely hot weather, kangaroos lick their forearms. Moisture evaporation from the skin cools their blood. Kangaroos can tolerate body temperatures up to 42 degrees Celsius, or 107.6 Fahrenheit, before beginning to pant. They conserve water by limiting activity during the hottest part of the day. Kangaroos live in a wide variety of habitats: grasslands, savannas, woodlands, and even some semi-arid zones. The red kangaroos range covers central and western Australia, including almost all desert regions. Eastern grey kangaroos are common in eastern and southern Australia, often near farmlands and coastal areas. Western grey kangaroos inhabit southern and western Australia, notably in scrubland and open forest. Antilopine kangaroos live in the tropical savannas of northern Australia. Kangaroos have a specialized digestive system with bacteria that break down cellulose in grasses. Their cecum plays a key role in fermenting tough vegetation. A dominant male may guard a female in standing over behavior until she is receptive. Kangaroos exhibit bipedal locomotion, a rare trait among mammals. We have it. The kosher vampire archaic myth once claimed kangaroo blood could spring back a cat, but this is false. Pause and picture that myth. No, kangaroo spit won't heal your paper cuts. Okay, we're halfway done. Can you reach the end? Kangaroos play a critical role as ecosystem engineers by grazing, which encourages new grass growth. Their grazing patterns can create mob scat sites, where nutrients are recycled. Kangaroos also have excellent hearing, with large, swiveling ears that can rotate nearly 180 degrees. Their vision also is adapted for detecting movement. They have a wide panoramic view, around 300 degrees. Other than not being able to go backwards, they cannot walk forward on their hind legs. They either hop or move in a sideways shuffling motion. At very slow speeds, kangaroos use all four limbs in a motion called pentapedal locomotion, using the tail as a fifth leg. They have a relatively small brain for their body size, but they display sophisticated problem solving anyway. They have been observed using rocks or other objects to scratch themselves. Predators of kangaroos include dingoes, eagles preying on joeys, and in rare cases, saltwater crocodiles near rivers. Humans hunt kangaroos for meat, hides, and population control. Kangaroo meat is lean and high in protein. Kangaroos are sometimes considered pests by farmers when they overgraze pastures. Commercial kangaroo harvesting in Australia is regulated by quotas to ensure sustainable populations. Kangaroo skins are used to produce durable kangaroo leather, prized for sporting goods like soccer cleats and boxing gloves. Their populations can explode after a good rainfall season, due to abundant food and water. Whenever it doesn't rain, kangaroos can survive months without drinking by obtaining moisture from vegetation. They also demonstrate allogrooming, grooming each other to reinforce social bonds. They have a highly efficient respiratory system. When a kangaroo hops, its breathing synchronizes with jumps, pumping air in and out. Their blood vessels in their legs act as a circulatory countercurrent heat exchanger, conserving it during cold nights. They also produce a C-shaped bite, using their sharp lower incisors to clip grass. A kangaroo dental formula is 31102244. In total, 34 teeth. Quick pause. Imagine syncing your breath to jumping rope. Gym classes will never be the same. Kangaroos have a unique ankle joint that locks when extended, giving stability during hopping. Their skeletal structure is lightweight yet sturdy and adapted perfectly for jumping. Kangaroos have palatal ridges that help grind tough grasses into smaller pieces. The eastern grey kangaroo has 4 digits on its hind foot, while red kangaroos have 5. They also have a coat of short, dense fur that reflects sunlight and insulates against cold nights. They lack a gallbladder, unlike most mammals, because their diet doesn't require high-fat digestion. They have a relatively low basal metabolic rate, conserving energy in arid environments. Their heart can weigh up to 0.9 of their body weight, larger than in many other mammals. Kangaroos have a shiny patch on their chest, where scent glands secrete a unique odor, used by males to mark females and establish dominance. A kangaroo's sleep posture is often a seated, hunched position to minimize heat loss. If humans could hunch and snooze like that in sub-zero temps, winter mornings would be a dream. During cold nights, kangaroos may huddle together in mobs to keep warm. They are able to recognize individual humans and can be trained to respond to voice commands. They can do boxing with humans if provoked, using powerful hind-leg kicks. Their eyes have a reflective layer, called tapetum lucidum, improving night vision. In Latin, that means just shiny carpet. They use foot thumping, like rabbits, as an alarm signal, warning the mob of danger. A kangaroo's urine changes color during pregnancy, from clear to dark amber. They have clavicle remnants, or vestigial collarbones, and they are embedded in their shoulder muscles. In Aboriginal culture, kangaroos feature prominently in Dreamtime stories and art. The kangaroo is featured on the Australian coat of arms and currency, symbolizing progress and forward movement. They can live up to 20 years in the wild and even longer in captivity. Before we finish, take a moment. 20 years of hopping. That's like a kangaroo rocking 300,000 jumps in a lifetime. Kangaroo boxing scenes are often misinterpreted. Actual fights rarely involve full-on punches, mostly shoves and kicks. The largest recorded red kangaroo male weighed over 200 pounds, or 90 kilograms. Their footprint is distinctive, large hind paw followed by a small forepaw print. They have been observed lawn mowing crops at night in rural Australia. The eastern grey kangaroo can leap over fences up to 6 feet, or 1.8 meters. A joey begins to exercise its legs by pushing against the pouch interior before venturing out. They sometimes exhibit mob bullying, where a dominant male harasses younger males. Young males, called juvenile bucks, often form bachelor mobs after leaving their mother's group. Famous kangaroo rescues and rehabilitation centers exist, such as Kangaroo Sanctuary in Alice Springs. And for our last one, a classic. Today, kangaroos remain a symbol of Australia, inspiring wildlife conservation and capturing hearts worldwide. So, thanks for hopping along. If you learned something new, hit like, share with a mate, and subscribe for more unbelievable wildlife facts.